at the Palmasola Softball Complex. It's day number 11 of FGCL play. And we have a triple header for you here on field number 2, starting off with the Anna Maria Aquanauts taking on the Myakka City River Mocs. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here for the first of 3 on a beautiful day here in Bradenton, Florida. Here is the starting lineup for the Anna Maria Aquanauts. They are 7-1 on the year. They're on a 2-game win streak. They are in second place, but they're tied in the loss column for first in the league under head coach Brandon Baca. Leading things off is the right fielder, Jada Thomas, with Addison McClellan, the center fielder, batting second. Batting third and catching, Caroline Patterson. Skylar Young, the designated player, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is Emily Borison, the extra hitter. Gracie Flores, second base, bats sixth. Karis Pierce, third base, batting seventh. Maddie Johnson, the shortstop, will bat 8th, with Gracie Scott, the first baseman, batting 9th, and Sydney Schiller, the left fielder, batting 10th. They're facing in the circle for the River Mocs, the right-handed senior out of Delaware, Claire Woods. In the circle on the year, here in the FGCL, Woods making her 9th appearance. She's pitched 16 1/3 innings with a 1-3 record. 15 runs allowed, 14 have been earned for a 6 ERA. 24 hits, 14 strikeouts, 13 walks, a .227 whip. For Woods on the year, as a team, the River Mocs have given up 36 runs, 32 earned in 8 games for a .436 ERA and a .170 whip. Jada Thomas will lead things off for the Aquanauts, as both these teams, 2 of the hottest in the league, coming together. The Knots on a 2-game win streak, having knocked off the Queens yesterday, and the River Mocs coming in at 4-3 off of a walk-off win yesterday in 8 innings. Thomas steps in. The first pitch to her is low and inside for ball 1. Thomas batting .294. She's 5 of 17 with 5 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has 2 doubles, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. As a team, the Knots, through 8 games, have scored 67 runs and have a team batting average of .355 and a team on-base percentage of .450. 2 balls and a strike on Thomas. 82 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies, not a whole lot of a breeze. Humidity is up, as that one is high and inside. 3 balls and a strike. So it feels like it's already up over 90 and probably hit triple digits in that maybe by the end of this game. Thomas hammers this one to deep right field. That one's back, and the over-the-shoulder catch made by Gutierrez in right for out number 1. Thomas gave it a ride, but Gutierrez was able to track it down for the first out of the inning. That brings up the center fielder, Cassie McClellan. First pitch is a strike. McClellan batting .458. She's 11 of 24 with 9 runs scored, 9 runs driven in, has 4 homers. Tied for the league lead with a double and 6 walks. That one's taken to left, and it's going to go foul in the left field corner. No balls and 2 strikes. The on-base percentage at .567 for McClellan on the year. In the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Defensively for the River Mocs, Evans in left, Jeswaldo in center, Gutierrez in right, Davila at third, Williams at short, Rosner at second, Trim at first, Allen behind the plate, and Zimmerman is the DP. Woods in the circle. That one's grounded too short, and not in time is a throw from Williams. Infield single for Cassie McClellan. is the first base runner of the ball game. Once that one got past Avila at third, it was going to be a tough play for Williams with the speed of the runner and of the hit. Caroline Patterson now steps in. The first pitch to her, low and away for ball one. Patterson batting .435, 10 of 23 with 13 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, 3 homers, a triple, and 4 doubles, 6 walks on the year. 552 OBP. Swings and misses there, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Fouled that one off on a check swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned yesterday, the Aquanauts beat the Queens 7-5. They held off a late rally by the Queens to give them their first loss. So there are no undefeated teams remaining here in the FGCL. That's foul. Here on field 2 yesterday, the River Mocs beat the Slice 3-2 in 8 innings on a 2-run walk-off homer by Hannah Davila. This is the first of a 3-game series between the Knox and the River Mocs. Tomorrow's game is a 2:30 first pitch here on field 2. Schedule is based off 3-game weekend series, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with Sunday off, and then single games on Monday, Tuesday against different teams. That one's fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, runner on first. Just underway here in the top of the first inning between the Knots and the River Mocs. Coming up next here on field 2, it'll be the Rodeo taking on the Pioneers, as we're trying to find a suitable game ball. And then it'll be the Finns and the Impact capping things off. Over on field 1, the Sea Cows and the Squeeze are just getting underway. We'll keep you up to date on that one as it continues. Followed by the Queens and the Slice, and the Circus and the Skeeters. 2-2 pitch is high. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit and run, fouled away. Up to the minute standings, entering play here today in the FGCL. The Queens are in first place at 8-1. The Aquanauts in second at 7-1. So they've had a game that is currently suspended against the Skeeters from earlier in the week. The Squeeze are at 7-2. They're in third place. River Mocs in fourth at 4-3, followed by the Slice at 5-4. They're in fifth. Both the Impact and the Sea Cows at 4-4, tied for sixth. In eighth place, the Rodeo at 4-5. Ninth place, the Finns at 3-5. The Pioneers in 10th at 2-6. In 11th, the Skeeters at 1-6, and the Circus come in 12th at 1-8. That one comes in too high for ball 4, and Patterson draws the walk, putting now runners on first and second with 1 out. And there's a player, Skylar Young, steps in. Here's a strike. Young batting 286, 6 of 21, 4 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has a double, 3 walks, and a sacrifice fly on the year. Drops in for a strike, 0-2. Came in too high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. First strikeout of the day by Woods, and there's 2 away. Bring up the extra hitter, Emily Borison. Borison 5 of 16, batting .313, 2 runs scored, 7 runs driven in with a homer and 3 doubles, along with a walk. First pitch is inside for ball 1. That game yesterday with the Aquanauts and the Queens, the Aquanauts had a 7-1 lead, and the Queens tried a furious comeback. They had the tying run to the plate in the 7th. The Knots held on to get the win. Fouled away, 2 balls and a strike. Again fouled away. There's the head coach of the Aquanauts, Brent Baca. 2-time all-conference player at Lamar, and she's the head coach at Tallahassee State. Assistant coach at Stephen F. Austin before then. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. And back-to-back strikeouts in the Knots threat here in the first inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We played a half inning. No score between the Knots and the River Mocs. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Aquanauts and the River Mocs. And here is the starting lineup for the Myakka City River Mocs. They are 4-3 on the year on a 3-game win streak. They are in 4th place, 2 games back in the loss column under head coach Chloe Evans. The starting lineup starts off with Hannah Davila, the 3rd baseman, batting 1st. Jillian Gutierrez, right field, bats 2nd. Claire Woods, the pitcher, batting 3rd. Alyssa Allen, catching, batting 4th. Batting 5th is Kendall Trim, the 1st baseman. Gabby Jeswaldo, center field, bats 6th. Madison Zimmerman, extra hitter, batting 7th. Hannah Evans, left field, bats 8th. Riley Williams, shortstop, batting 9th. And Danny Rosner, 2nd baseman, batting 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Aquanauts, the right-handed sophomore out of North Florida, Cameron Ponich. Ponich on the year, making her 8th appearance in the circle for the Knots. She's pitched 17 in the third innings with a 3-0 record, 14 runs allowed. They've all been earned. That's a 5.65 ERA. 23 hits, 19 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a whip sitting at 162. As a team, the Knots through 8 games have given up 41 runs, 40 earned, for a 5.28 ERA and a 175 team whip. Hannah Davila will be the leadoff batter. The hero from Tuesday. First pitch, off speed, drops in for a called strike. Davila 3 of 16 on the year, batting 188. But the hits have been big. 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, 2 homers, including that walk-off. Swing and a miss there. Defensively for the Knots, Schiller in left, McClellan in center, Thomas in right, Pierce at third, Johnson at short, Flores at second, Scott at first, so Patterson catching, Young and Borison, DPs and the extra hitters. As a team, the Mocs have scored 36 runs in 8 games. Team batting average at 260. And team OBP sitting at 380. The search for game balls continues. Takes that to deep second, ranging back, losing her footing, but making the catch is Flores for out number 1. One away now for the right fielder, Jillian Gutierrez. First pitcher is in there for a called strike. Called strike 0-2. Gutierrez batting .429, 6 of 14, 2 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a double, and 4 walks. 5.56 the OBP as that one comes in low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, that's going to get through into center field. Gutierrez, first hit of the ball game for the River Mocs. Coming with one out here in the bottom of the first. That will bring up the pitcher, Claire Woods. First pitch is a strike. Woods, 5 of 11, batting .455 with a run scored, a run driven in. With a walk. Fouled back, no balls and 2 strikes. Outside, 1 and 2. Woods pops this one up in foul ground. Ranging back to make the catch from behind home plate is Patterson, and there's 2 away. That brings up the catcher, Alyssa Allen. Allen batting .273. She's 3 of 11. 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in. Has 2 homers, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now. They're through 1 over on Field 1. Now the Box Podcast scoreboard update, and the Manatee Squeeze put up a 6 spot in the first inning. They lead the Sea Cows 6-0. Two pitch. Allen lifts this one to deep left field, but ranging over and making the catch in fair territory is Schiller for out number 3 to retire the side. So the Mocs get a runner on, but can't get her past first base here in the first. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning, 0-0 between the Knots and the Mocs. This is the FGCL. No scores. We move to the top of the second inning. Gracie Flores leading things off for the Knots. 6, 7, 8. Claire Woods back out for her second inning relief, of work as the starter in the circle. Flores now heading the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Woods redshirted this past year and has 1 year remaining of eligibility at Delaware, where she transferred from Middle Tennessee State. The Blue Raiders in 2024 had a 3.90 ERA and 66 1/3 innings pitched with 76 hits, 40 runs, 37 earned, 35 walks, 46 strikeouts, and a 2-4 record. High for ball 4. And Flores draws the leadoff walk. Karis Pierce now the batter. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Pierce batting .350, 7 of 20, with 5 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a double and 2 walks. Long has been hit 3 times by hit by pitch. .480 the OBP. Takes that for a strike, 0-2. Fouled back. Athletic play by Allen behind the plate to catch that one. So it hit right off the pole. Another 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. That's grounded to second. Rosner has it. Will throw to second for 1. Won't be able to turn the double play, but does get the lead runner. Now bring up the shortstop, Maddie Johnson. Johnson batting .458. She's 11 of 24. First pitch, a strike. 5 runs scored, 6 runs driven in with 3 doubles, and a sac fly on the year. Held off on that one, 1-1. She did not go on the check swing. Pitch was inside, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase the drop, blown away. Counts full, 3-2. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Woods' third strikeout of the day, and there's 2 gone. which will bring up the first baseman, Gracie Scott. Scott, 1 of 13 so far here in the FGCL. 3 runs scored with an RBI. Has been walked 6 times. OBP still at 368 despite the batting average. That one is well hit to deep left field. Ranging over and making the catch in foul ground in the left field corner is Evans for out number 3 to end the inning. For the Knots here in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second, still no score between the Knots and the Mocs. This is the FGCL. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Mocs as we move to the second inning. So no score between Anna Maria Aquanauts and the Myakka City River Mocs. Kendall Trim to lead things off. First pitch, fouled away for strike 1. Cameron Ponich back out now for her second inning in the circle. The right-handed sophomore this past season at North Florida from Parker, Colorado. For North Florida, had a 3.80 ERA and a 4-3 record. 35 innings pitched. .51 hits, 24 runs, 19 were earned. She walked 22 and struck out 14 for the Ospreys. One ball, 2 strikes now on Trim, who is making her second plate appearance of the year for the River Mocs. She walked her first time. Trim chased the rise for strike 3. One out now for Gabby Gesualdo. First strikeout of the day by Cameron Ponich. Gesualdo, 3 of 21, batting .143 with 4 runs scored. She has a walk. That one's lifted in foul ground, right-hand side. It will get out of play. 1-1 the count. Off speed popped up. Third baseman Pierce charges in. She'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Two out, nobody on for the extra hitter, Madison Zimmerman. Zimmerman batting .455. She's 5 of 11 with a run scored and a run driven in. She's been walked once and hit once. WB up over 500. comes in high, 2 balls and a strike. Popped up foul, it'll get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Knots and the Mocs. Both these teams on winning streaks entering today's play. Zimmerman takes that one to left. That's going to fall for a base hit in front of Schiller. A 2-out single by Madison Zimmerman keeps the inning alive. And we'll head back to the top of the order, and Hannah Evans. Excuse me, we'll move to the number 8 spot, Hannah Evans. First pitch to her is a 1-hopper back to Ponich. Throw is there, and that'll do it for the River Mocs here in the second. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2, still scoreless. This is the FGCL. We move to the third inning, no score between the Knots and the River Mocs. Sydney Schiller leading things off for the Knots here in the third, and that's a 1-hopper snagged by Woods in the circle. Makes a throw, and there's 1 away. Bring back up the leadoff hitter, Jada Thomas. She had to fly out her first time. Thomas, an incoming freshman, heading to Jacksonville. Be a Dolphin. From Wesley Chapel, Florida. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Inside, and the free pass is issued. So 1 Count now runner on first for Cassie McClellan, who singled her first time. McClellan, a sophomore at Florida. From Lakewood Ranch. So that one's inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Was 5 of 21 for the Gators this past year with 6 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 5 runs scored. 360 OBP. Two balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to first. They'll throw to second to get 1. Tried to return it back to first, but McClellan beat it out. So 2 outs now with a runner on first for Caroline Patterson, catcher who walked her first time. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Patterson, the reigning FGCL MVP from 2024 from Macon, Georgia. Redshirt freshman at Georgia Tech this past season. She batted 176 for the Yellow Jackets with 5 runs driven in, a homer, and 5 runs scored. Putting up big numbers again here in the FGCL. There's never been a back-to-back FGCL MVP. That one's high. Runner was going, and sliding in safely with the stolen base is McClellan. Second stolen base of the summer for McClellan. One hits the outside corner, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs with a runner in scoring position for the Aquanauts. Patterson with a fly ball, foul ground, and it will fall foul. Sierra's gave chase, but wasn't able to track it down. Patterson drills this one to deep left field. That one's back and gone. 2-run homer for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket gives the Knots the 2-0 lead. That's Patterson's 4th homer of the season, and RBIs 9 and 10. That will now bring up as a player Skylar Young. She struck out her first time. Young, a freshman at North Carolina, from Fayetteville, North Carolina. She batted .250, 3 of 12 with 9 runs scored, had a .471 OBP for the Tar Heels this past year. Count now sits at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-0 Knots. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase high and outside, and that'll do it for the Knots here in the third. But Anna Maria takes the lead as they get 2 runs on a hit. No errors and nobody left. We move to the bottom of the third, 2-0. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Aquanauts. Riley Williams to lead things off for the River Mocs. 9-10-1 due up. Cameron Pinish back out for her third inning work. The first pitch is a called strike to Riley Williams. Williams 5 of 15, batting .333, 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, a double, a walk, and a sac fly. Two balls and a strike now on Williams. Here's the head coach of the River Mocs, Chloe Evans, in the third base coaching box. She's currently on the staff at Florida. Was all Big 12 her senior year at UCF in 2024. And was second team All Big 10 in 2022 at Minnesota, where she started her playing career. First year head coach in the league is Evans. 2-2 is outside, 3-2. Played and interned here in the FGCL. Pitch swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Got it with her eyes, and there's one down here in the third. One out now for the second baseman, Danny Rosner. First pitch, a called strike. Rosner batting .214. She's 3 of 14 with 3 runs scored. Walk and a hit by pitch. The 0-2 pitch. Rosner slaps and misses at the rise, and back-to-back strikeouts for the River Mocs here in the third. And back to the top of the order, Nana Davila, who popped out her first time up. Davila, a sophomore in 2020 and in 2025 at Georgia, and is in the transfer portal from Flossmoor, Illinois. That at 318 for the Dogs, 7 of 22 with 4 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 3 runs scored at a 423 OBP in limited action at Georgia. Fouls that one off, 1 and 2. Her father, Alberto Davila, played baseball in the Pirates organization and was a scout for the Texas Rangers. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We took one over the left field wall on Tuesday for a walk-off extra inning victory for the River Mocs. Chopper to second, charging in is Flores to make the stop on the in-between hop, and the throw is there for out number 3 to retire the side as the River Mocs, unable to respond, go down in order here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played 3. Aquanauts lead at 2-0. This is the FGCL. Two nothing Aquanauts. We head to the 4th. Emily Borison leading things off. And we have a new pitcher for the River Mocs. Madison Simmerman is in the circle. As the first pitch is a called strike. Placing Claire Woods. Woods went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs that were both earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Simmerman making her 7th appearance in the circle for the Mocs. She's gone 14 innings with a 1-1 record, 15 runs allowed, 12 have been earned for a 6 ERA, 17 hits, 4 Ks and 11 walks, a 2 whip. Morrison fouls that one off. 2-2. Morrison struck out her first time. Zimmerman, a freshman at Maine in 2025, from Linesville, Pennsylvania. For the Black Black Bears had a 3.07 ERA and 111 2/3 innings pitched, 147 hits, 83 runs, 49 earned. She walked 35, struck out 39, had a 6-13 record. Morrison, a freshman at Indiana River State College, and is in the transfer portal. From Palmetto, Florida. Was 5 of 15 this past season with 2 RBIs, a double, and 3 runs scored. The 3-2. Ground ball, Zimmerman has it. Makes a throw, and there's one gone. Now we'll bring up the second baseman, Gracie Flores. She walked her first time. Flores, redshirt freshman at Louisiana Tech in 2025. Scored 9 runs. That one hit the bat as it was thrown. Oh, excuse me, that hit the arm. Yeah, it hit the bat, then it hit her arm, but because it hit the bat, it's a foul ball, even though it was behind her head. So just bad luck all the way around for Gracie Flores there. She's down the count now 0-2. Ground ball to first, collected by Trim. She'll step on the bag, and there's 2 away. So now 2 out, nobody on for Karis Pierce. Reached on a fielder's choice her first time. Pierce, the South Florida Bull. Freshman this past season from Crystal Beach, Florida. Batted .317 for South Florida. That one comes in. That hits her on the helmet. Nonplussed by it. It's got her right on top of the head. Helmet does its job, and runner is now at first with 2 out for the shortstop, Maddie Johnson. Johnson struck out her first time. From George Mason, a freshman this past year, and is in the transfer portal. First pitch is a strike. From Haymarket, Virginia. Batted .344 for George Mason this past year, 7 RBIs, 2 homers. Triple, 3 doubles, 16 runs scored. That one's lined through for a base hit into left field. Rounding second is Pierce. She will slide in safely at third. And Johnson will take second on the throw. 2 runners now in scoring position with 2 outs for the Knots as they try to add to their 2-0 lead. We'll bring up Gracie Scott, who had a long foul out her first time up. First pitch right in there for a called strike. Scott, a freshman at Furman in 2025, into the transfer portal, and is headed to Southern Wesleyan University from Lexington, South Carolina. So limited action for the Paladins was 1 of 7 with a run scored. Two's a fly ball to deep right field, ranging over and making the over-the-shoulder catch is Gutierrez for out number 3. The Knots threaten here in the 4th, but can't add to their lead. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still 2-0 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Aquanauts with a 2-0 lead. Jillian Gutierrez is the batter. First pitch is high for ball 1. Gutierrez singled her first time. Facing Cameron Ponich back out for her 4th inning of work. She's gone 3. No runs, 2 hits. No walks and 3 strikeouts through 3. Gutierrez got one of those hits, the single back in the 1st. We have some other changes in the field for the Knots. So the defensive lineman for the Knots is now Schiller in left, McClellan in center, Ball in right. Young at 3rd, Pierce at short, Borison at 2nd, with Scott at 1st, and Patterson still the catcher. Fouled back, 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Gutierrez. Over on field 1, they're now in the top of the 4th, and the Squeeze now lead at 10-0 over the Sea Cows. That one's been all Squeeze from the beginning. Fouled away, 1 ball, 2 strikes, it remains. One offer back to Ponich, who makes a nice play. Stopping the throw, and there's one gone. Taylor Woods now. The DP steps in. She fouled out her first time. The 0-1 to the blue hen is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. That he missed. On the change, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second, and that one gets through for a base hit. Just past Morrison at second base. Check swing. Allen didn't go on the first pitch. It's Allen, the catcher. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Two balls, no strikes. Allen rewrote the record book at Binghamton this past year in her sophomore campaign. Was the America East Conference Player of the Year. Had 23 homers, first all-time in a single season in Binghamton history, and second in a single season in America East history. 296 was the average. She had 56 RBIs to go with those 23 home runs. 6 doubles, 38 runs scored, a 446 OBP for Allen for the Bearcats this past year. That's high. That's a 4-pitch walk. Runners now on first and second with 1 away. For the first baseman, Kendall Trim. She struck out her first time. An incoming freshman on her way to UCF from Moody, Alabama. Right outside of Birmingham. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Moody High School, the Blue Devils. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got over the rise, and there's 2 gone. So 2 outs now, runners on first and second. The Mocs threatening here, but with 2 outs, Gabby Gesualdo will be the batter. She popped out her first time. First pitch is fouled away. Gesualdo, a sophomore at Monmouth this past season, is in the transfer portal from Morris Plains, New Jersey. Batted .294 for Monmouth. 10 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 16 runs scored. 361 the OBP. Fouled that one off. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, and that's a diving stop at short. The throw is not going to be in time. And the infield single for Gabby Gesualdo loads the bases here with 2 outs for Maddie Zimmerman. Nice play by Pierce to keep that one on the infield. It kept a run from scoring on that play. Now Zimmerman steps in, singled her first time up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch comes in too low for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. The Knots took the lead in the 3rd inning with a 2-run homer from Caroline Patterson. Outside of that hit, it's been a pretty even ball game. The Knots trying to get something going here in the 4th with the bases loaded. The home run hitter Patterson coming out from behind home plate to talk with Punish before this 2-0 pitch is thrown to Zimmerman. Fouled away. That one hits the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Off speed, drops right in for a called strike 3. And that is a big strikeout from Cameron Punich to keep this game a 2-0 Aquanauts lead. Leaving the bases loaded for the River Mocs here in the 4th. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We played 4. It's 2-0 Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. First pitch is a strike to Sydney Schiller. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. New defensive alignment for the River Mocs. Gutierrez in left, Gesualdo in center, Castori in right. Cornetto at third, Davila at short, Williams at second, Trim at first, and Phillips, the new catcher. Madison Zimmerman back out for her second inning of work. 3 balls and no strikes on Schiller. Ground ball to short, stop made by Davila, and the throw is in time for out number 1 as Schiller tests Davila moving over to short, back out of play, and there's one away. Back to the top, and Jada Thomas. Actually, it will be a new batter for the Knots here. Win a ball at the plate. Ball is 8 of 21, batting .381, 6 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with 2 doubles and 2 walks on the season. Foul that one off on the check swing, 2-1. Little outside, 3-1. Fouled away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. They're now in the top of the 5th over on field 1. The Squeeze with a 12-0 lead over the Sea Cows. So last chance for the Sea Cows. Also, that one tied inside for ball 4. 1 out walk to ball. We'll bring up McClellan, who is 1 for 2 with a single, fielder's choice, and run scored. And the Squeeze currently throwing a combined no-hitter. Call it strike. Yoder trying to finish it off. Wolf pitched the first 2 innings. Yoder has pitched the next 3. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Squeeze, an out away from throwing the no-no. That one's low, and taking off and stealing second. Had the throw is ball. 2-1 the count now with the runner on second. And the game has come to a close over on field 1, and the Manatee Squeeze do throw a combined no-hitter. 5 innings, Wolf and Yoder do not allow a hit. Ground ball through for a base hit into right field. Runner will stay at third. Now a 2 for 3 day for Cassie McClellan, and runners are on the corners with 1 away. So history made over on field 1. That will bring up Caroline Patterson. Patterson two-run homer in the third inning. She walked in the first. That two-run homer, the only run scored so far here in the game, but another chance. Here, runners on the corners. The first pitch comes across for a called strike. That's a called strike, and McClellan will steal second without a throw. 1-2 now the count on Patterson. Foul tipped in the glove for strike three, and that's a big second out. As Caroline Patterson goes down on strikes, and there's two away. Runners at second and third. Snots trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Skylar Young will now be the batter. She's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch swung on and missed for strike one. Slow roller back to the pitcher. Simmerman has it, makes a stop in the throw for out number 3, and the Knots get 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, but then a strikeout and a ground out induced by Simmerman ends the inning for the Knots without a run coming across. No runs on the hit, no errors, and 2 left. We stretch here on field 2, still 2-0. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Anna Cornetto leading things off for the River Mocs. Her first at-bat of the day. 1 ball, 1 strike. defensive replacement last inning, batting for Hannah Evans, who was 0 for 1. Cornetto looking for her first base hit of the season, 0 for 11 with a run scored. She has been walked 4 times. Pops this one up. Calling off Young as Pierce, and there's one away. Just to pop up short. Swung on and missed for strike 1. To Riley Williams, she's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We do believe that is the first no-hitter, which we just had over on field 1, since Blake Nelleman in 2021 here in the FGCL. And we do believe that is the first ever combined no-hitter. Yoder and Wolf combined for the 5-inning no-no. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Riley Williams down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Now we'll bring up Danny Rosner. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time. Junior in 2025 at Lafayette, where she transferred from Colgate. First pitch is slap foul for strike 1. From Brewster, New York, for Lafayette this past year, she batted .246 with 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 5 runs scored for the Leopards. One ball, one strike. Called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is fouled off of her left foot. So coming up next over on field 1, the Queens and the Slice will open up a pivotal 3-game series. We'll have the Rodeo and the Pioneers here on field 2. Followed up by the Finns and the Impact on field 2. The Circus and the Skeeters will be on field 1 at 2:30 this afternoon. Low for ball 4, and Rosner draws a 2-out walk. Turning the lineup back over for Hannah Davila, who's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. Shout out to Evo Shield, the official uniform provider of the FGCL and the full American Collegiate League. Pitch to Vila. Fly ball to right. There's ball. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Mocs here in the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 5. Aquanauts still lead it 2-0. This is the FGCL. Aquanauts lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Emily Borison leading things off for the Aquanauts against the 3rd pitcher of the day for the River Mocs as Delaney Glover will take the circle. First pitch is a called strike to Borison. Glover replaces Madison Zimmerman, who went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits. No runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, and got out of two runners on jams in both the 4th and 5th innings, as that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike on Borison, who's over 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Glover making her 8th appearance for the River Mocs in the circle. She's pitched 21 innings, has a 2-0 record, has given up 6 runs that have all been earned for a 2 ERA. 21 hits, 18 strikeouts, 5 walks, and that's a 124 whip for Glover. Glover, a sophomore at Binghamton in 2025. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, got her to chase high and away for the first out of the inning. Glover posted a 4.37 ERA for Binghamton. His first pitch is a strike to Gracie Flores. In 41 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 49 hits, 26 runs. They were all earned, 14 walks, 18 strikeouts. She had a 3-2 record. Fly ball, shallow left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Flores goes the opposite way for the base knock. 5th of the game for the Aquanauts. Brings up Karis Pierce, who's 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a hit by pitch. Swings and misses at that one, 0-1. Ground ball to short. Underhanding it to second for 1. Won't be able to turn the double play. So Pierce reaches on a fielder's choice for the 2nd time today. There's now 2 outs. For Maddie Johnson. She's 1 for 2. She singled back in the 4th. Lined that one to short, knocked down row is in time for out number 3 to retire the side. And Brinbacher, the head coach of the Aquanauts, is going to challenge that play at first, so we'll be right back. So after review, the out is confirmed, and that will end the inning for the Knots. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the home half of the 6th inning, still 2-0. Knots with the lead. This is the FGCL. Two nothing Knots. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jillian Gutierrez leading things off for the Aquanauts. She is 1 for 2 with a single back in the 1st inning. Cameron Ponich back out now for her 6th inning of work. The Knots, 2 runs on 5 hits, no runs on 4 hits for the Mocs. That one's fouled away. Hard hit ball through for a base hit. Cut off by McClellan. With a really nice play in center field to keep that one from getting to the wall and keeping it to just a single for Gutierrez. 2nd hit of the day for her. The Mocs have a runner on first with nobody out. For Delaney Glover. First pitch is a called strike to Glover. Who is making her first plate appearance of the day. Glover is 3 of 15, batting .200 with a run scored and a run driven in. She's walked twice and has a sacrifice fly on the year. Swung on a miss. 1-2 the count now on her. Fouled back, the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. off toward the batting cages where the Pioneers are getting set for our next matchup. Pioneers in the rodeo coming up at noon. Or 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. The 2-2 drops in for a called strike 3. Bonnish has gone to that change in big spots several times here today. It's the second time that a Mock has been caught looking for the strikeout on it. No one out. That will bring up Jada Phillips getting her first at bat. Phillips, 3 of 13, batting .231, 2 runs scored with an RBI, has a homer. 3 walks here in the FGCL. The 0-2 is high. Ball, 2 strikes. Two's a bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillips lines this to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners now on first and second, and the throw gets away to allow both runners to advance into scoring position. So a single for Phillips, and then an E7. It's runners on second and third, with 1 out as River Mocs are threatening here down 2-0, and Brent Baca is going to come out to talk things over with Ponish. Quick discussion.
Try to see if there's somebody. You never love me because I'm always just a pain in your butt, but that's okay. Yes. The live stream, me too.
And the batter for the first time today is going to be Emma Castori. Castori is 8 of 16, batting .500, with 8 runs scored, 9 runs driven in, tied for the league lead with 4 homers, a double, and 5 walks. First pitch misses for ball 1. Can't think of anybody else that Chloe Evans would rather have up in this situation. Strike. Comes in high. Two balls, two strikes, one out, two on in scoring position for the Mocs. They're down 2-0. Fouled off. Just a massive strikeout there by Punish for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Gabby Gesualdo, who is 1 for 2. She singled in the fourth. First pitch fouled off for strike one. Ramsey in the on-deck circle for the River Mocs with first base open. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball to right. Ball is there. She'll make the catch for out number 3, and the Mocs strand 2 runners here in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 error, and 2 left. We've played 6, 2-0, Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Ground ball back to Glover. She knocks it down, recovers, makes the throw for out number 1. As Gracie Scott is retired to start off the 7th inning for the Aquanauts. We'll bring up Cindy Schiller. She's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Pitch is outside for ball one. Defensively for the Mocs, Gutierrez in left, Davila now in center. Gesualdo moves over to right. Casori at third, Ramsey at short. Williams at second, Cornetto at first, and Phillips behind the plate. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we're back to Glover. She makes the stop, and the throw's not going to be in time. Infield single for Schiller. She's on with 1 out as the lineup turns back over. And the ball will be the batter. She walked her first time. And they are going to review whether or not she was out of the box on that one. So hold on. So out of the box is not reviewable here in the FGCL. Also been very hard to overturn that one way or the other. So runner on first, 1 out now, and then the ball will be the batter. She walked her first time. First pitch is high. The ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. That's lined through for a base hit into right field. Schiller will round second, dig for third. The throw is not in time. Sliding in safely is Schiller. Ball takes second on the throw. So the Knots now have runners on second and third with 1 out. For Cassie McClellan, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. First pitch is a called strike. Reach out and pokes this one to left. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. 2 RBI single off the bat of Cassie McClellan. She's 3 for 4 on the day. And the Knots doubled their lead. It's now 4-0. First pitch is a called strike to Caroline Patterson. McClellan didn't do a whole lot with that one, just kind of stuck the bat out there. Let the pitch do the work. Took it out to left field, and 2 runs are in. Kind of way, 1 and 2. Patterson fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. That one hit the inside corner for a called strike 3. Patterson down on strikes for the second time today, and there's now 2 away. So 2 outs, runner on first now for Skylar Young. She's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. The first pitch high for ball 1. Fouled off, 1-1. Outside, taking the offense, stealing second is McClellan. She'll now head down to third on the error. First error of the day for the River Mocs. Now put a runner at third with 2 outs. One to Young, fouled back, 2-2. Two is popped up. Deep second, ranging back is Williams. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Aquanauts add to their lead here in the 7th. So they get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the River Mocs. 4-0 Mocs. This is the FGCL. Ramsey leading things off for the River Mocs as they're down 4-0 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. See, 3 of 14 on the year, batting .214 with 4 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a triple and a double, 5 walks and hit by pitch. That one's lifted foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to left. Catch is made for the first out of the inning. First pitch is a strike to Hannah Cornetto. She popped out her first time. To the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Knots with the 4-0 lead as we play here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the River Mocs. They need base runners. Counts out full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Right in there for a called strike 3. Cornetto down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Which will bring up Riley Williams, the last chance for the River Mocs, as Cameron Ponich looks to finish this one off complete. Williams is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Pitch foul back, 4 strike 1. Hopped up. Ponich comes out of the circle. She'll make the catch for out number 3. The Mocs go down in order in the 7th, and your final score is Aquanauts 4, River Mocs nothing. With the win, the Knots move to 8-1. They have a 3-game win streak, and the River Mocs fall to 4-5, and that snaps a 2-game win streak for the River Mocs. The Aquanauts get 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error and left 9 on. For the River Mocs, no runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error and they left 8 runners on base. And your final score, Aquanauts 4, River Mocs nothing. Coming up next here on Field 2, it'll be the 2nd game of our triple header as the Pioneers take on the Rodeo. And it's coming up at noon. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.